In this mindfulness worksheet, we learn a classic Tibetan Buddhist practice called the Mother Meditation. By treating every living being in this world with the kindness and the love and honor and respect that we would give to our mothers, we become part of creating a world that is more kind and loving and respectful. So before we begin, let's just check in with how mindful we've been so far today. Have we been mindful of the heart, the mind, our bodies, our breath, and the space around us? And then let's also recognize why it is that we chose this topic, the Mother Meditation. What was it about this topic that drew you in? Do you already have a felt sensation in your body or an emotion that's arising in the mind related to this topic? Do you already have certain positive or negative feelings about this topic, or perhaps a biases or an expectation that you're bringing? Notice if those things are already present, and then commit to noticing as we move through the worksheet. Remember that others feel the same way you do about this topic, and remember also that how you feel about this topic might change. So give yourself some space for whatever it is that you're feeling to change. And as we move through the worksheet, ask yourself, how can this practice help benefit me in my day-to-day life? So the Mother Meditation. This is a classic practice of Tibetan Buddhism, but of course you do not have to be Buddhist nor Tibetan to do it. This is a practice that's geared towards opening our hearts, and all of us can benefit from an increased compassion and from opening our hearts even further. And why? Why should we increase our capacity for compassion? Because all of our happiness comes not from worrying about me and mine, but from caring for others. And that's really the why. When we place ourselves first, we reinforce this mistaken notion that we are separate from others and that our happiness is somehow limited. But by placing care for others first and by acting in that way, we remember that all beings are connected and that these feelings of contentment, these qualities of love and happiness, they are available in abundance. The more we share, the more we have to give. And so in particular, this Mother Meditation asks us to view each being in the world as someone who once gave us infinite love and care. And in recognition of that, we strive to repay their kindness by being kind in return. So the Mother Meditation is a compassion practice. And if each of us were able to truly apply the principle of this meditation to our daily lives, imagine the world we would live in. We would live in a world where everyone was kind and everyone respected each other. And by practicing this meditation ourselves, we can take full responsibility for being part of creating that world. The Mother Meditation begins with the premise that all beings everywhere have at one point been our mother. And even if we do not believe in past or future lives, we can simply imagine that this is the case for the purpose of the exercise. Likewise, if we have personal difficulty with our own mothers, we can imagine just this archetype of the mother for the purpose of this exercise. The mother as someone who has given you unconditional love and kindness and support. Traditionally, Tibetan Buddhists do believe in infinite past lives with no beginning. So logically, if we have been infinite beings in the past, we've had infinite mothers. And thus it would only make sense that those that we meet in this life have all at one point been our mother. As our mother, all of these beings at one point have cared for us and ensured our survival. Our mothers have devoted their bodies to our development and care. They have fed us and clothed us and protected us from harm. And our mothers loved us. So even if we do have this challenging relationship with our mothers, we can begin to concede that without her care in our earliest days of existence, we never would have survived. All of us, in some sense, have been at one point fully dependent on the love and care of a mother. And so we recognize that all beings, all of whom have been our mother, only want the same things that we do. They want to be happy and they want to be free from their pain. All beings everywhere are alike in that way. And in that recognition of that, we begin to develop a deep desire to repay the kindness of our mothers. We desire to grow our own capacity for compassion and to lead all our mothers, every being that we meet, from pain to happiness. And we do this by just treating everyone everywhere with the love and the kindness that they deserve. So what would it be like if we walked around daily with deep gratitude and deep compassion for all beings as if they were our mothers? And we can try it with the following exercise. So we'll begin with a brief meditation, the mother meditation. Find a comfortable seat, sit up tall and close your eyes. Breathe gently in and out through your nose and take a moment to just get it settled in, paying attention to breath. And then consider the possibility that you have led infinite past lives before this one. And if you have had infinite past lives, you've also had infinite mothers. So consider the possibility that every single being you come across in this world, in this life, has at one point or another been your mother in a past life. And then as your mother, these beings have made unbelievable sacrifices for your health and well-being. These mothers have carried you in their womb. These mothers have fed you from their own body. These mothers have kept you warm and safe in the earliest days of your life. These mothers have kept you alive at the most critical moments of your development. And these mothers have taught you invaluable skills, even the simplest of things like tying your shoes or putting on your clothes, feeding yourself, brushing your teeth. Think of all of the ways in which you were once dependent upon your mothers, and then generate a deep sense of gratitude and a deep, heartfelt desire to repay this kindness that your mothers have given you. Recall that your mothers only want the same things that you want, that everyone wants. Your mothers want to be happy, and they want to be free from their pain. So vow to do all in your power to repay your mother's kindness by extending to them love and kindness and respect and honor. And vow that you will do this equally for each being you meet, each being that you cross paths with as you move about your day. Each one of these beings, at one point, having been your mother. Interact with each of these beings as though it's your topmost priority to repay their love and their kindness, to repay them for countless past lifetimes of love and care. And keep that desire, hold that desire in your heart as you slowly open your eyes. So you can begin your day with a meditation similar to this. And then carry the exercise, carry the practice into the rest of your day. Could you see and treat every single person you meet as if they once gave you unfathomable love and care and kindness as a mother of yours in a past life? Everyone, from the barista making your coffee to your coworkers, your housemates, or even your own children, treat them as if they all were once your mother. Think, how could I save this person from pain? How could I bring them more happiness? And your acts could be as simple as smiling, doing no harm, or just being kind. See if you can mindfully hold this exercise, keep this exercise, and move through it for one single entire day. And then at the end of the day, go through these questions and describe what it is that you noticed. Describe in general what your experience with the meditation was like, or what your experience was like as you moved throughout your day. Recall where it was that you felt resistance to this activity, either during the meditation itself or during your day as you met different beings and crossed paths with different people. Was there a particular place in the meditation where you felt a strong sense of compassion, or a particular time of day? And describe in general how the exercise felt in your body as you moved throughout your day. Were you able to mindfully stay aware of the exercise? Were you able to recall that every single person you meet was once your mother? Was it easier to feel compassion for some of these people than for others? Do you even believe that everyone is equally worthy of your compassion? And then as a reminder, when it is that you're unhappy, who is it that you are thinking about in those moments? When you're sad, when you're frustrated, when you're feeling like nothing is going your way, who is it that you're thinking about in those moments? And then likewise, if you can remember to mindfully check in your moments of happiness and joy and bliss, who is it that you are thinking about in those moments? Where are you in those moments? Where's the sense of self? And then did this mindfulness activity change how it was that you acted towards people? Did it change your behavior throughout the day? Was there any interaction in particular, perhaps with one particular individual, that was new and different for you now that you were keeping this mother meditation in mind? And then how do you think that the way you treat people changes the way in which they act towards you? And what might your world look like if you truly, actively practice compassion for everyone equally, all the time? How do you think regular practice of this mother meditation could change both you and your worldview? So let's review. We may not believe in past and future lives, and that's okay. But through training, through these practices such as the mother meditation, we should strive to reach a point where we believe that everyone is inherently good and that every single person deserves our happiness, our love, and our kindness. Because everyone is equal and that we're all simply seeking to avoid pain and we all want to be happy. Every being everywhere is equally worthy of our compassion. And so we might not agree with everyone's method of seeking happiness, right? It's sometimes more challenging to offer compassion to those who are rude or hateful and mean. And yet, if we do offer these people compassion, if we do our best to help even these people become happy, then guess what? They would no longer be rude or hateful and mean, because happy people don't hurt others. So why not treat everyone well? Why not take on that responsibility? Building our capacity for compassion takes practice. So we begin where we are, right? Perhaps we just focus on our loved ones, and then slowly we can extend this compassion and this open-heartedness, the wish for happiness to strangers. And then eventually, perhaps we can extend it also to the challenging people in our world. But as your own heart grows, so too will the goodness you see in the world around you. So we imagine what life would look like if we in fact treated every single person with honor and respect and the love and the kindness that our mothers deserve.